I love the duels, man. Friday duels, that's like my favorite thing on ACC Network.
Ready to go, aren't you?
I am. And listen, these two are beast, NC State and Virginia Tech. Beast. It's going to be awesome.
Let's go to Raleigh. Trent Hidlay is a sophomore from the mean streets, and I mean the mean streets of Mifflin County High School in Pennsylvania. He'll be on Friday Night Duels tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern. Sean Kenny and Rock Harrison will be there for us. Trent, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
All right, let's get to it. We got some business to attend to before we get to some business tomorrow night. I want everybody to see what you're wearing, man. You should showcase the goods here. Yeah,
I'm rocking the Brothers of Destruction gear. That's me and Hayden on there. It's been one of our branding opportunities this past year. When the NIL rules came out, we wanted to make some gear, and when Hayden announced he was returning last year and moving up to 174, we were going to be back in the lineup together, and we were going to go as Brothers of Destruction for one last year. So we're rocking with it.
Love everything about that. And as soon as we saw you sit down, I was like, dude, we got to get our hands on some of this. So how do folks go about doing it? Because listen, name, image, and likeness is all about marketing. We'll get to the duel here in a second. But we got to get those things printed up, man, because people are going to see you now on television and go, Brothers of Destruction, man. We got to get a piece of this. This sounds great.
Yeah, so we, I guess about a month ago, we had an online store that had the gear open, but we can put it back up for sale again if people are interested. If people want the stuff, we can get it back up. And I think before the postseason, before the NCAA tournament, we definitely want to put some stuff out there for our fans to get a hold of. And any way they want to support us is great. And if they want to rock with the Brothers of Destruction, then come along. Tour's open.
Trent, I will tell you this. You need to save one of those hoodies for my man here.
I'm buying one.
I know you'll buy it, but just make sure there's one. Just make sure there's one left in the inventory of the
I'm in
Hidlay warehouse there for Packer to rock one of those, because that will definitely make the show. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like
definitely hang it up in the. You got to hang it up beside the banner back there behind you.
Well, I could do that. I was just going to wear it, man.
I was hoping you'd have the headgear on today. I don't know where that's
see? What a mischance.
You know what? You go ask a question, and I'll go get it.
All right.
I got it sitting around.
You know where it is?
Yeah, I think I know where it is.
You sure?
Because we got all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
All right, Trent, here's where we want to go.
By the way, though, Pat gave us a singlet, too. Don't even think about it, bro.
Don't think about the singlet. That's not happening.
I will rock the Brothers of Destruction, but the singlet's not
happening, Coach. All right,
let's want to save the fans.
Yeah.
It's a family show.
How about me?
Yeah.
Forget the fans. I can't live through wearing that thing. That would be a disaster.
All right. And I want to ask you the bigger picture here. We just saw the video that had our great friend Jeff Gravely narrating it, talking about the wrestling room. How much of this right now is preparation? I mean, when you get ready to Virginia Tech tomorrow night, everybody knows Reynolds will rock. It's a great match. It's a great duel. Tony Roby's got an unbelievable program. You guys got an unbelievable program. But how much of this is preparation to get to tomorrow night before the duel ever happens?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the preparation's probably already done at this point for a duel tomorrow. Last week we didn't have a match, so that gave us the opportunity to really train hard. The beginning of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we trained really hard and we pushed the conditioning a little bit. So now we're in a position where we're in really good shape. Our weight's good, our weight's down. So now it's just kind of fine-tuning a few things. Kind of think of today as almost like what a walkthrough for a football team would be like on a Friday before a Saturday game. So we'll get into the room this morning, just be real crisp, everything explosive, get in and out, everybody feeling good, the vibes are great. So it's more at this point just really fine-tuning a few things and getting mentally ready for a big showdown tomorrow.
All right, I want to go back to the fact you've won your last 8 straight. Hayden's won 37 straight duels. Tariq Wilson, 13 straight. Ed Scott's won 8 straight. What is it about the duel environment that gets different than, when it's a conference meet, the nationals, even the stuff you do in the offseason with the world team and the national team in that light? What makes the duel different mentality-wise?
Yeah, I think as a team, NC State, over the past few years, we've taken a lot of pride in the dual meet schedule and what duals mean for our team. Obviously, at the end of the year, you're graded on where you place at the NCAA tournament and how well your team does. But we do take a lot of pride in being a really strong dual team. And over the past few years, we've been a top 5, top 8 dual team every year. So that's something that we get really excited about, and our coaches get us really excited about. And to be able to do that in front of a really packed crowd at Reynolds is really special to us. Flashback, last year we weren't really able to have those big duels. But the year before that, my first year in the lineup, it was, those are some of the best memories I've made in wrestling. And those are things I'll always remember is walking into the UNC duel and just being amazed by how many people in North Carolina are here to see us wrestle. So it's important for me that we take these seriously, and believe me, both sides are going to be coming headhunting tomorrow night, and that makes it a really fun environment, and we're going to be ready to go.
Trent, I said in Raleigh, man, it's the place to be because tonight you got NC State, Louisville, women's basketball, pair of teams in the top 4 in the country, and then 24 hours later, here come the Hokies. I mean, I'm telling you right now, to get a ticket in Raleigh to be in Reynolds tonight or tomorrow night is going to be something else. And, you talked about no fans last year. I still remember that match a year ago because my wife and I drove up to Virginia to buy some carpet, and the guy that was putting the rug into our truck said, "Man, I was watching the duels last night." The guy, he didn't know me from the Man on the Moon, and he could not talk enough about the duel. I'm like, "Hey, man, Friday nights in the ACC on ACC Network, wrestling, it's become the place to be." And what better way to start things off, though, with NC State and Virginia Tech? I mean, it really doesn't get any bigger right now in the ACC than these two seeing each other, right?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. And I think you said it. The ACC on Friday night for wrestling is becoming a thing that's really fun to watch, and it's what fans want to see. It's interesting for me coming from a place up north that's, wrestling's popular wherever you go, and in North Carolina it's not as popular. But to see the growth of the fans for our school, or not just our school, but for UNC and Duke and App State, I believe there's 6 or 7 D1 programs in North Carolina, so it's a big deal, and wrestling's becoming popular, and it's to have, like you said, we got the NC State women's basketball team. They're a top team in the country. They're looking to bring home a national title, and then when we're doing the same. And I think the pack mentality goes across all sports in our department right now, and everyone's hungry to win. And I think that's really fun to be a part of. But Friday nights, that belongs to ACC wrestling, and that's something that we're really pumped up about.
So let's be honest. How's he doing with the headgear here? What do you think, Trent?
Good look.
Well, I'd like to see the chin strap on a little bit. I think we need to adjust it a little bit. And get the.
Why would you say that, Trent?
Hey, believe it or not, our coaches have to put us through drills sometimes where they start with our headgear over our eyes because guys don't know how to adjust it. So don't beat yourself up too bad.
Hey.
Some guys have been wrestling for 20 years, still don't know how to wear them.
Let me tell you something. When I get my Brothers of Destruction sweatshirt, that'll be the least of my problems. That'll be the least of my problems. Here's what I want to know, though. With your brother rocking, you're rocking, growing up, man, your parents had to just go, for crying out loud, were you two over there behaving? I mean, what was that like? Because, I mean, I just got to figure 2 wrestlers in the family, they had their hands full.
Yeah, and not just 2 wrestlers. We got an older brother
Right.
that's 2 years older than Heath, and my younger sister is 3 years younger than me. So, I mean, it was constant chaos in that household. Props to my parents for making it through alive with us growing up. But yeah, we probably had our fair share of damage to home good appliances and all that. But I think it breeded tough people, and their expectation for us was always to work really hard and be passionate about what you do. And family's a really important thing to me. And to be able to share this journey with Hayden has been really special. And the support that we've gotten from our family through the past few years has been incredible. We have a big crowd coming down for the match tomorrow night. They travel really well. So it's a family affair. We're excited to do it together. But the expectation from our parents has always been to reach really high levels and do what you love. And really embrace your passion and see how far you can take it. So it's really a blessing to be able to do it with Hayden. And for his last year, we're just soaking up all we can out of this.
That is really cool. Family first, without question. By the way, what was between you and Hayden? give me a for instance of you two, you devious dudes, brothers of destruction. What was the thing that you destroyed the most? I mean, there had to be something where you both of
There's got to be a couch that just
connived and went,
absolutely
all
got
right,
crushed.
hey, mom and dad will never know.
Yeah.
Right? There had to be something, right? What's the number
back,
one on that list?
I guess, man, I think our furniture probably had a lifespan of about 2 years in our house. I feel like every summer my mom had to get on the catalog and start looking for some couches and stuff, new lamps, probably lamps, honestly.
Lamps?
It's a miracle. It's a miracle if we had any light bulbs go longer than about 2 months without getting smashed or something.
You guys just taking out stuff in the house? I mean, you know, now it's fun to talk about it, and everybody thinks, well, they're, you know, wrestlers in the house, so, you know, they're going to, you know, jack around and all this other stuff. But literally, are you guys, horseplay becomes, you know, hey, I got to work on a move here, and next thing you know, you guys are grappling right there in the living room in front of the big screen?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't think there was too many sanctioned moves going on when we'd start getting into it. More of me throwing, more of me throwing fist as hard as I can, and then him trapping me down and holding me down until I'd stop. But there's actually a pretty funny story I always like to tell. I think when I was about 10 years old, Hayden would have been 12 or 13 at this point. And there was kind of like a state park that was probably 25 minutes away. And my mom used to always take us and our friends there to hang out. And there was a little beach area with a lake. And this one day, there was a news station there that was covering, it was like a family day. And about halfway through family day, Hayden and I are fighting in the sand. I'm crying, punching as hard as I can. He did something to me, and I took it out on him, and my mom freaked out on us because the news station was there covering a fun family day, and here we are like idiots rolling around in the sand trying to kill each other.
Fun at the state park.
Hey, keep it in the family. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Since you're making your debut, and Hayden's already gotten a head start here on the show, here's our traditional question, Trent. Since you've been at NC State, what has been your hardest class?
My hardest class, that's funny you say that. So my freshman year, I had a history of the Middle Ages class that I had to take as one of my electives. And I didn't really think it would be too hard. I always kind of liked history. But my teacher was pretty tough. I noticed that early on, and we had a midterm exam. Part of it was a take-home essay you had to bring in, and then the other half was the actual exam. And I felt pretty comfortable with it. And I got my grade back, and I got like a 65 on it. And I was like, man, I've never got anything lower than a 75 in my entire life. What is going on? Like, am I going to fail out of college? But I went to her office hours, and she laid it on me pretty hard. And ever since then, I had a good relationship with her, and I worked really hard and ended up getting an A-, but it was a lot of work. It was a tough class. Definitely something I wasn't prepared for, but I learned a lot from it.
Wait a second. You mean the 4.0 out of high school took a 65 in history of the Middle Ages, and the next thing you know, all of a sudden your entire academic career is flashing in front of your eyes? Is that the deal?
Yeah, I'm in total panic mode, wondering if I have what it takes to be in college, and then things work itself out. We get a lot of help here, and luckily I was able to right the ship a little bit.
All right.
Well, good luck tomorrow night, man. We can't
have you on,
wait to watch. And we told folks the last couple of years, Friday nights on ACC Network is all about the duels. And, man, we got NC State, Virginia Tech tomorrow night. It's going to be out of sight. We wish you the best. And good luck with that sweatshirt deal now. Brothers of Destruction, we'll do all we can to help you out on that one.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks so much for having me on. We'll get you hooked up.
Sounds good.
Trent Hidlay of NC State. It's the Wolfpack and the Hokies tomorrow night right here on ACC Network.